Well, it's still saying I'm going here. Maybe. Yeah, it's still going. You gotta love when you can tell when things go sideways. Hey, anyways, glad we had this talk. Barnacle face. Everything going alright? Hey, Captain, how are you, Captain Skinny? Good, great. Are you in a chatting mood? Ah, sure. Oh, you know me, Captain, man, a few words, we're all happy to listen, though. Right, well, I was actually wondering about your name there. Barnacle face, what about? I was just wondering. I mean, of course I know why, but if you have any insight to you, I mean, you never actually said, you never asked before, so I thought you already... Right, yeah, I already... Anyways, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Yeah, okay, yarg. So, sailor, how goes? I'd ask what's new, but... You're not to talk when I... Suppose you never were kind of that. And so, well, as you were, who do some smokes, Cop? What? Smokes? Hey. So, but cigarettes, sir. Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like you would, please. Alright. We're going to get that little bit outside of here. Alright. You can grab a new thing of sardines while I'm there. You stop dead in your tracks when you see 3 of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and blurbing at each other quietly, until one of them notices you. And its 2 companions start stalking towards you, making wet growling noises. What even are you guys? I don't know. Well, well, you guys, evil invaders, or are you natives that you were displaced by urban development and seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? Evil? Alright, as long as we're on the same page. Soda in the hole. You shake the dubious soda can until the ball starts to rattle. Then pop the tab and hurl it at the fisherman. Explodes like a sweet spray of carbonated water, which they like. And glittering aluminum shrapnel, which they don't. The confluence of these 2 conflicting emotions confuses them plenty enough for you to make your escape. And away. Hello, Jim. What's for sale? I would like 1 thing of sardines, 1 thing of cigarettes. Come, Gabby, let us be away from this place. 'Tis on one side of the discarded hot dog, on one side of a discarded hot dog in a gutter, you notice a rare form of lichen. You squeeze the good grease out of the lichen, while carefully avoiding the bad grease from the old hot dog. Sorted grease, and away. Yarr, sailor. Any one of them smokes. Smokes, right? You aren't worried about ashes getting mixed up. Just leave it on the table with your plates. Put the cigarettes in the tray. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the 5th ring, you put on Captain Dirge's voice. Our matey, your smokes are on the table as you wanted. Appreciate it, Captain. You hide behind the captain who was snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. He then tiptoes over to the side table, picks up a pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. Bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? Thanks for this, folks. Right, now. Oh, well, let me do the cat. Oh, wait, there. It's the shelf the guy came up behind, or rather the shelf behind which came us when we get. You push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. Practical secret doors for the home handgun. You tilt the book forward and nothing. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing. Lift the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find a page with the corner turned down. Diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors. On closer inspection, this bookcase is using its second. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Hello, Jim. Maybe this guy thinks it's treasure, but it looks like trash to you. You give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. Hey, what are you doing in now? Wait, you're seriously going to ask me what I'm doing? Yeah, even as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hid and watched when you came for all these smokes. That was you, huh? Son of a mule. Even as I was saying it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hid and watched you as you came up. That was you. I thought Captain's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically what it looks like. Looks like you're hiding in an old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. That's case, it's not at all what it looks like. What's time? I'll admit, I was first planning on robbing him, figuring an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to, except, well, his old sailing buddy, so I started hanging out back here, and chatting with him through the wall. He didn't find it strange. He was a little spooked at first, but once I got a handle on how different voices should sound, and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right? So, that's all, just because you feel sorrow? Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't have somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good. His short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw it for us, okay? Wait, what's it to you anyways? I'm here about the Yeah, that was probably a mistake. He mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted around a worm from the little cathedral to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. It'll be weird if it vanishes, though. Can you swap it with another one? The captain doesn't open them, so you won't notice there's no ashes now. Alright, let's see what I can do. To the church! Oh no, the bells! The bells! Fast talking salesman approaches you and starts his pitch before you can cross the street to avoid him. Say there, you want a bunch set of encyclopedias? Encyclopedia and a set of dogs that'll give you all the information you need. Hell no! I thought you might say that. Understandable. If I told you there's no encyclopedia, you'd think that's something you'd like me to tell me. So likely you'd be certain, almost 7 closer, would you? You would. You take a step forward. He opens his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperback books. Encyclopedias. It's no connection to born facts. It's an encyclopedia of blue humor, a multi volume of treasure of the blue, vivacious, truly tasteless treasure. It's a set of dirty jokes. Precisely, and it's yours for a low price of 200 No, thank you. I see, you want your book? You just don't want these people seeing you buy it. Sweeps his arm up at the gesturing at nobody. All what people? I just don't want it. I'll find you later somewhere more private. Creep away.
You were creepy. He's gonna do a shady shuffle.
Shady Sands Shuffle. A big crate full of identical empty burial urns. Must be spares. Wouldn't hurt to take one. There's plenty in here, so the victor won't miss just one. Besides you, you've earned it. Boo.
Logistics.
Logistically speaking, no. some amateur wit has been, no. I'll come back there eventually. Place here. Urn of Grenades. Did you fit that switch? You know, that fifth urn yet? Fit that switch urn. Oh, I'm doing well. Great, so we're square. Everything's Jake. Look, this is real shade. Should be honest with guy. Yeah, I guess you're right. I gotta build it up to it though. If I just pop out of the bookshelf at him, he's likely to have a heart attack. Right, kill him. Good luck. Hey, posture check. Ooh. You know, every time you've given me that Lady Cat Lutheran, I've had a really good crack out of something. Oh, all these characters are starting to blend in my actual voice. Do I have tea? Fancy pedestal, nothing on it. Vicar's still really agitated about his ashes, basically. Well, not his ashes. I found it! Here you go, you goofy bugger! Wonderful! Wonderful! I will get this porcelain installed right away. Blessings on you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing. I have some holy water of St. Polycarp. Yes. Here. He takes out a little bottle of water and splashes some on your forehead. You got a perk. St. Polycarp's forehead. Say, whose ashes are in that urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow, he was interred as an act of charity. About 50 years ago, give or take? Oh no, it was more like 300 years. Interesting. Fancy pedestal with an old urn on it. What a weird little adventure that was. Ahoy there, everything shipshape? Any smokes? Yeah, I guess I shouldn't mess around. Shame. St. Polycarp's. +1 muscle.
The prayers are strong with the...
The prayers of Strong be with you.
Am I still haunted?
Yes, I am still haunted. That's why it burned. You are unexpectedly surrounded by 3 Glockmans, manlessly playing their glockenspiels at you, which is a real trick if you think about it. Hey, what gives? It is a muggery. They insist on it, that you will be giving us all of your meat give. All of it? That's crazy. I guess that is a little exciting. 7 meat? How about... I have a meaty tune to play for you. I mean, if I use a trumpet to play a tune on somebody's ribs, we are playing percussion, and it explains why it's dented. Never mind.
That's the one part of break people call.
True. Oh no, my face. It has been blocked. And away we go. You won. The goblins scamper away. One of them drops a piece of paper that appears to be a map to their high item. You got an item block and Spielery Fire. You gain 5 XP, 9 meat, and your familiar grows stronger. Whee! He glares at you, silently. Huh. Moxie. 856. That was a stick goblin, Lady Katarina. By rhythm in your blood, fool. Let's see, what else do I have? That one's the cheapest one, and that'll put me at 3 of each. Sure. Games of skill test your everything. Alright, let's do it. You aim the dart while winding up your arm for the hammer swing and squinting at the proprietor. Well, you look 38, but you reek of cigarette smoke, so I'm going to say 34. Oh, bang! Nicely done, right on the money. Here's your prize, some fancy new beach shoes. He takes a pair of clogs out from under the counter and hands them to you. Ooh. How's that? Let's see. We will now wear crab clogs. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Which, admittedly, in this game, they're 40k style orcs. They bud, fly away, and become more of themselves. And I actually have a friendly goblin by the name of, what's her name, Gabby?
Yeah.
Gabby Goblin. So I just have a problem with the glockenspielers. Flyer says that Gideon's Glockenspielery is your one-stop shop for glockenspiels and glockenspiel accessories. It hopefully includes the ads. Location unlocked. Now I know where they are. Perfect. Ooh. I have upgraded my fishing. Sure. Click, 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 click. I have over 100. Ooh. This book was published by the International Association of Flautists who are not doctors and should absolutely not be taken as medical advice. Made 2 warlocks, a pink-haired girl, and a guild girl. I desire to protect. By all means, Lady Catherine. I am going to hold off on that for right now. Simply because I have potentially 3 healers. I have another hat. I do not have another hat. Miss Brewster's. Who was I going to Miss Brewster's for? Right, that guy. Herg! 2 hymns. To go get the man with things. Oh yeah, no. NPCs are great. Long before you actually turn the corner, you hear 2 Glockens playing their high-pitched, clinky glockenspiels extremely loudly. By the time you actually get to them, you wish you were dead. Give them a music lesson. Ooh, we're improving. Yeah, we've already done this one, so I'm not repeating it again. Hello, him. Filthy trash can. Dig through it. You know it. Single shoe. There's in the second one. Done. Bored-looking hobo lounges against the wall of a decrepit building. Hi there. Samuel? I'm looking for heroes. Is this it? When? Have you been standing here the whole time? What are you doing here? Waiting for it? You were looking for work. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find work here. No, nothing else. No. Look, it doesn't look to me another store's going to open here anytime soon. Take some meat. Maybe you can take a tab to a different store or something. Well, thank you. He tips his hat to you and whistles for a passing cab. The run-of-the-mill runty town store where you run afoul of runtages. Giving you the runaround is also run-on sentences. Run away. Robert. The crowbar makes short work of the boards. The shelf is littered with various pieces of trash. Ooh, lip balm. Even I should be disappointed with that shelf. Empty shelf, unless... But wait. Bang. Ah. The counter is dusty and long about. The register is empty unless you know someone who accepts no strokings as courtesy. Look behind the counter. You find an old invoice for a shipment from Snack Mill's factory, which is marked as never having arrived. The factory address is listed. The only thing on the shelf is a pair of rusty tongs. Well, take it! You have the tongs, wishing you had a different pair of tongs to do so with. Nothing on the shelf but trash. The shelf is so empty it doesn't even have a shelf. My thing is through right now, just nice. Speaking of... Visit Oliver Gluck. Check the Snackle Mills factory. Test out 6 grenades. I should have somewhere. You read the recipe. Looks like doughboys are holed up in the old Snackle Mills factory. Okay. To Snackle Mills. On your way to wherever you run into a cool guy wearing some cool glasses, strutting down the avenue. Hey, baby, what's happening? I see you dig the shades. You've got good taste. Excuse me? You like my sunglasses. Got it. I don't think anyone calls them shades for at least another 20 years, though. I pride myself on being on the cutting edge. He flips open his coat and shows you a rows of sunglasses. You had to buy yourself a pair, only 25 minutes. Sounds good. That's what I like to hear. He takes your meat and expertly selects the best pair of shades from the lining of his coat. You got stylish shades. Looking good, baby. Nice doing business with you. Carry on the way. One boxing. I will do it. What did that replace? Perfect. Oh, the gargoyle chain. Okay, that makes sense. Spooky armor, which I need. I have sleeves armor here. This truck is laden with cases of snackle cakes, the worst snack food ever developed. Thank you, I'll take it. Nah. Empty vegetable oil drops. This crate is full of baking soda. The tarp is where they keep vinegar from getting into it. Some kind of weird knobbly rock. I'm good. The loading dock door is slightly ajar. Squirm good. It looks like the abandoned factory has been occupied by one of Ocean City's various gangs of street hoodlums, namely the Doughboys. They're hanging out here in their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their sourdough starters and infusing rude words like focaccia and son of brioche. Or they were until you made that huge racket getting meat. Now they're staring knives at you, and also pointing at you, and they have bread knives, which are serrated, so you really don't want to get stabbed. Whoopsies! Huge amount of loose sugar. Sweet. They really bet everything on those terrible snack cakes. The Doughboys are clearly less aggressive than other street gangs, but they're glaring at you and muttering angrily to each other instead of already attacking you. However, it's also clear that you aren't getting past them without a fight. Mental gem? Damn. Perfect. Dubious bulwarks. Shake it, bro. Ow. -3 to everything. Good lord. And. Ew. Shake it. Perfect. DQ. 3 physical. Perfect. Ew. It's greasy. Oh, like. You won. They should call you too much soup because you just spoiled those cooks. You gained 5 XP. You got climbing dough blob ×2 and a chest. Wait, what? +2 to magical weapon attacks. Is... No, it's a ranged weapon. Ah, this is fun getting into fights, eh? You like a good fight, Gabby? Yes, there's usually not so many fights around here. What excitement it is! I noticed you do a lot of slapping. Do you know how to make a fist? What? Look, you curl your fingers like this and put your thumb over them. That's a fist. You squeeze that all tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow, keen punch as peach. Keen as peach. Gabby's flat slap now deals an additional 3 damage. Mental gen? How much experience do I have? 60. Not enough. Well, it's a little strange that this group of doughboys didn't immediately attack you when you were roughing up the other group of them. Maybe they don't like each other too much. Alright, I'll slap them too. Damn. Damn. Oh no, I've been bonked. There's a lot. Ew. No, no, not my mother. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Let's see. I am currently doing phases. And everything's dead. You have 8 HP. So that does 5 currently and 3. That's 8 on the nose. Heal everyone. Let's toot his own horns. And let's see, that's 7, he has 5. Perfect. And he's dead. You left those doughboys in the dust. I think it's flour. Mountain of unsold snack cakes. Shelf laden with bags of expired flour. This shelf contains a lot of chemicals that don't seem like they should be in food. Take them. Let's do some cooking. Ooh, fancy foods. you think I'm actually good for now? What are the basic tools? I'm good. This must be the boss's office. It's still in the office. In we go. Take a second for a sip of tea. The leader of the Doughboys, identifiable by the fact that he has a greasier hat than most of, and more rivets on his jacket than the other Doughboys, not by the fact that he's in the manager's office. Doesn't notice you when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet bread or dough lying on the ground around him. Good. If you were interested in the history of Ocean City baking, trusting this shelf of receipts would be a treasure trove, or not. The Doughboy boss has not taken notice of you yet, but he's probably not so dense that you can get any closer to him before he does. Who the hell are you? Olive isn't a bread. I can get the halula. I'll take care of that. What's a halula? It's a shorter Chilean platform. I feel like you're really scraping the bottom of the biscuit barrel with that one. Get out of here now, or I'm beating the crap out of you. That's much better. What are you doing with all these pails of dough? Not any business of yours, but I'm perfecting my recipe for bread gollops. Soon I'm going to be running this town. Oh yeah, you and what army? Me and my army of bread gollops. Were you not listening? I probably shouldn't let him get away with this. You'll be lucky to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions, rise! He waves his arms wildly. Pardon?
Rise for your master.
Rise, my minions, rise for your master. Let your evil shine. He waves his arms wildly, and the bread dough around him congeals into two large bread globes. I'm in danger. Ready, swat. Ooh. Everybody take damage. I do have. I hope so. Dude. He dead. Alright then. That's the hard part taken care of. No, not my bird. It's a bird. That's what he has against my bird.
Pigeon.
I mean, it's a raven. You can't feed raven reinforced bread. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't feed bread to your local birds. Don't feed bird to your local breads either, please. Nobody wants 21 blackbirds in a pie anymore. Yes, Lady Captain, bird abuse. But yes, no, bread is not healthy for birds. Not unless it's reinforced with vitamins. You got Ciabatta's pants, and mana-enriched flour. And Fletcher grows stronger. Let's see. One mysticality. I don't need that. What appears to be a pair of white pants are actually a pair of brown pants that are completely covered in flour. Fair. I forgot about this thing. Rifle through. 63 meat and the dough baby recipe. Let's read it. Yes, seeds, nuts. You can actually buy dried grasshopper from places, which is actually really good for most birds. Any pet store that sells lizards should also sell that. This is a recipe for one of those little dough lump villagers of Dover set. It calls for 3 cups of mana-enriched flour mixed with something called sandwich cream, baked in an arcane up. Hmm. Very good. Nope. I mean, as you do. We came here from Marvin, didn't we? On the side of the sorted grease. Let's move on. Hello, Marvin. I found you some. How do you like finding those snack cakes? I'm really Johnson for whatever it is they use as frosting. Any advice on cat treats, Lady Kavasha?
Depends on how old the cat is.
How old is the cat we're talking about, Lady Catherine? What do you mean meat in general? Cats are primarily a carnivore, so anything high in protein?
No. Which other ones are shipping bad?
Yeah. Anything with lactose is not good for a cat.
You want a cat with nice silky fur? You make sure to give them some fish.
They're between 6 and 10 now. So yes, fish oil things, stuff like that. So cod liver oil might be a good thing.
But for older cats, that help them with their joints and stuff, and it'll actually help them for feeling any arthritis pain and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, anything that cleans their teeth is amazing.
So dental things, especially for older cats, and anything that can help alleviate arthritis pain. So if you get the chance to stop by an actual vet, you can always ask in about that. Lady Kivasha here does have training as one, but she's not a licensed vet. Here, I found some snack cakes. No cheese. One has a tuna allergy. That'll do.
The lamb is actually really good for them because it's got a lot of fat.
She's saying lamb because it has a lot of fat should be good. Yeah.
Salmon's good too, but if they have one fish down,
Yeah.
it's only a matter of time before they can.
Yeah. Thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and I'll give you some sitting tips. Taste it. See you around, Marvin. +1 Moxie. I'm really getting up there with Moxie, aren't I? I do. You barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts in a rain of several large, slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, with writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was alright. Sleaze. Ooh, I do exactly 7 tooth damage now. That's great. Perfect. Mm. 11 damage. I hate to toot my own horn, but you've won. You're going to need 10 of those things if they want to tackle you. Gain 5 XP and 12 meat. Huh, curious. You follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where they presumably popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggly tentacles poking out of all the holes. Also, one takes a pill for her thyroid, I'm presuming, being dead. She's gained weight back and is happier now. Yes, no, we have a lovely cat that we're helping take care of by the name of Jasmine. And she is pushing 18 years old right now, and she's starting to thin out there, so.
The cats don't store fat.
Yeah. The older a cat gets, the thinner they get because they don't store fat as well.
Unless you have a fire form that is the opposite, which
Yeah.
basically gives them diabetes, which yeah, like just like down about. Which is also really bad for them. The male cats, you won't have to worry about crystals and stuff.
Yes. For male cats, try to phase them off of dry food, get them to wet food, because the minerals in dry food can cause difficulties, specifically in specific tracts. Do you have to phrase it that way? I mean, you named it Tentacle House. We'll get back to that. Teach me your ways, king of the hobos from Hoboken. Can you teach me more hobo code? Bamboozle. No worries, Catherine. You know, to be honest, it doesn't matter. I already know all the hobo code. In fact, I should be testing you. Oh, really? Okay, Hotshot, go ahead. What's the symbol for a public bathroom? Oh, that's a simple one. That's a... Hey, you won't scam me with that easy. You're trying to get me to tell you it's a rectangle with a crescent moon in it. You can pretend you knew all along. Well, shucks, you got me. I guess you'd better ask me instead. Oh, what is the symbol for a public bathroom then? It's a rectangle with a crescent moon. Oh, well, you got it right. I guess you won the boon. Great. King Johnny walks over to, takes out a small notebook and writes a glyph on it, and hands it to you. What's this? This is the hobo code for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use it more often. Thanks. So about those super pants. Alright. Hello, Gary. Yeah. I sent him this way, but I don't. Here he is. Hello, Samuel. How's it going? Thanks. Were you able to find any work? Shame that. Right, yeah, don't let that get you down. How's the camp treating you? Yeah, it seems like everyone's real friendly. Yeah, community's real important. Definitely better than standing out on the abandoned street corner. I don't suppose there was a chance of a punchline. You were suddenly going to say something real elaborate and completely understandable, right? No, I don't think so. Yeah, just checking. You have any hobo code to share? Sure. He pushes out a store receipt from his pocket and draws some very small symbols for you to squint at. Thanks. See you later. Let's see. Do we want to do Gideon's, the Tentacle House? I could do the Fridge Factory. Just not go inside yet, because that's the story. Explore the outside of it. I look like I'm blasted blind. A thin, nervous-looking man in a suit stops you. Excuse me, do you fear for your safety in this dangerous city full of hoodlums and criminals? I carry 3 spare changes of underwear. I've already used one today. I ain't afraid of anything, least of all death. Overconfidence can be a real kick. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Friend, fortunately, I have something here that can justify that. Alright, what are you selling? Holds up a small case and opens it. Displays a selection of the tiniest pistols you've ever seen. Gorgeous! With one of these up your sleeve, or sock, or wherever you can think to hide it, straight up my ass, a personal defense is right at your fingertips. A concealed pistol's legal in this state. What? Probably. Sure. How much? Only 30 meat. Sure. Carry on. I have 249 meat.
Huh.
These guys look sleazy.
Look at that.
We're leaving. Well, let's go to Gideon's. Where do you get this taffy, anyways? Haha! It's well tried, but Kathy never reveals her source. No. I forgot this was the Glockenspiels. Well, they do look suspicious. What does this do? Moxie +2. Do I want to bugle people to death? Do I want to shoot people? Huh. Now let's see. Moxie. It helps if I hit the right button once. Just once. Your Moxie +2. Oh, speaking of, Ellen. Nope, wrong Ellen. I had 43. %, item drops, 20% drops. Mental Gen!
I don't think you have to use
Yes, no, it is the bard from Road to El Dorado, just with glockenspiels. As soon as they notice you, these Glocklin guards start playing with a menacing tune on their glockenspiels. Well, as menacing a tune as possible to play on a glockenspiel anyways, which is honestly not particularly menacing. But their intent is clear. Mental Gen?
The sound of angry pixies. That's a
Hi, hello, what you want? I want to look at the building behind you. The old Glockenspiel slot. That's our hideout. You is not allowed in that. Please? No, it's only for gang members. It's the whole point of hideout. I want to buy a Glockenspiel. You'll have good taste in musical instruments, but our Glockenspiels isn't not for sale. Oh, come on, everything has a price. Pricing of Glockenspiel is not meat. 9 meat? I'll pay you 9 meat for one. That joke does not work even. I want to talk to your boss. Have you an appointment? Can I make one? No. Alright, I want to fight you. Hate me!
sounds of angry pixies and
Boy, howdy. Let's see. 5 sleeves down. 6, 11, 12. You get good. You, sir, are very fancy. You have 6 HP. She hits for 7. Cute. Pleasant cold. Plus number to all stats. Slap him! Oh yeah, no worries. Perfectly fine, Lady Catherine. I hope you have a wonderful night. Opened up. You won. The path to the Locken hideout is now unobstructed. Wasted. Hard times for non-Glockenspiel businesses. Bees. The owner of this place has hired a huge wasp nest, in case the keep out sign wasn't sufficient. I am not a fan of the undulating. The Glottons have really bled the store dry. This goblin is pounding out music that sounds like a quaint modern village being completely wiped out by an avalanche of tiny sparkling jewels. Excuse me, gentlemen. You really going to town on that thing? On the contrary, I'm playing right here. You reach around behind the goblin and tap them on the opposing shoulder. When they turn and look, you definitely snag the mallet out of their hand. Huh? Hey, where's my mallet went there? It was wild. You were playing so fast you accidentally threw it right out the window. Don't worry, I'll save your place while you go look for it. Oh, thank you. Ooh, cooking for the coming week. Fair enough. Well, I hope it came out tasty. This goblin is pounding so furiously on their glockenspiel, it sounds like the backdoor music they'd use in a war documentary. If the documentary was about dogfighting raids made by Air Force entirely consisting of butterflies. Hey, maybe you could, you're really sweating up a storm. I am so tired, but I must play. Their hand and the rest of them looks really sweaty. You could probably yank them out right out of the grass, but it would require getting in sweat spray range. Ugh. I have center stuff, but I can't remember what it is. I have one cologne. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Well, we're going to go get that. With a sinister, three of those terrible fishmen come out from nowhere. Well, not nowhere. Two come at you from an alley, and the third one comes out of a nearby manhole. Fishhole? Yeah, I heard you the first time. 7, 7, 8. Six. Fishman Healer. Fishman Stabber. Well, that makes my choice much easier. Damn. Where's my bird? Why did you have to stab me in the bird? I am going to go nuclear on you then. You might say you've reduced those chumps to chum, but despite that being a pretty good fish pun, it would also imply the existence of a much larger fishman who would be attracted to the bait. I don't think you want that. Yeah. You gained 13 meat. You got a bucket of chum and a fishman throwing spear. Right. Inflict 3 bleed on an enemy. Increase moxie by 1. Excuse me, sir. In exchange for your research, I will give you a discount. How much of a discount? 200 meat total savings across all future purchases. Here you go. Fair. Let's see what's for sale. I will take the gas mask. I will take the haversack. I don't have a lot of mysticality yet. I have a lot of that. Let's go back to Gideon's. Snap up that. Impenetrable shock.
You have to wear one of those in
You were saying? I don't know what I'm benefiting from right now. Where is my cheek going? You could smell worse. Excuse me, sir. The hands and the rest of them look really sweaty. You could probably yank the little mallet right out of the grass, but that would require getting in sweat spray range. Ugh. You hold your breath and grab the mallet, wincing as you get slathered with hot goblin sweat. The goblin collapses to the ground with a look of combined defeat and relief. It crawls away from you somewhere fast out. You toss the gross mallet away and resolve to find a shower as soon as possible. A less disgusting shower. This goblin is pounding on a glockenspiel like their life depends on it, filling the room with an exciting boss music bite that would sound like a magical starlight fairyland. Excuse me, sir, could you do me a favor and stop playing the glockenspiel for a while? No, never. Please, this music is my life. I will never stop. Remove the goblin. You pick up the goblin bodily, open the door, and chuck them outside. The goblin is too focused on his music to resist or object. Hang on, one second. That's worse somehow. What did the hat give me? One mysticality, 5 to max HP. Excuse me, sir. Hammering out music that sounds like tiny crystalline snowflakes combined into a blizzard that destroyed an entire Midwest. Could you stop playing for a bit? Haha, no. I see. I heard your boss say they're getting tired of hearing the same song all the time. You should really go somewhere and learn a new one. What? But we play a new song every day. What they say is he's getting tired of hearing a different song all the time. You should go somewhere and learn the same one. Oh, this is a good idea. Thank you for warning. Goblin scampers out the door. This goblin looks a bit tougher than the others. Also, they're at the back of the room, so they're probably the boss. They look both delighted and outraged to see you, since that's a tricky combination of emotions to imagine. Let's go with excited. As you step closer to speak to the goblin, you notice that they appear to be wearing an authentic German lederhosen, rather than the makeshift shorts and suspenders get-ups that the other Glocklins were wearing. Not that you're an expert in traditional European fashion or anything, though. They sneer at you through glittering ice. So you break mine house in and beat my gods together. Think you can Gunther the boss of Glocklin's defeat? Actually, I just want to talk. Ha! You think goblins is pretty stupid, eh? But you have one other thing coming. I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence. I don't feel like having a conversation about goblin intelligence. Can we just say yes and then fight? Sure! No, I know goblins aren't as dumb as they seem. Oh, yes, yes. What you know about that, huh? Well, I read a magazine article about it once. A lot of it went over my head, but basically since goblins are fungal creatures instead of mammals, their brains work pretty differently, and they find it really hard to extrapolate from familiar experiences to unfamiliar ones. So when they're dealing with novel situations, they tend to just make wild guesses about how they're supposed to behave. Oh, I'm actually surprised. Furthermore, because of the way they pass knowledge to their children, goblins are always really excited about having lots of novel experiences. So they're constantly putting themselves in situations where they have no idea what to do deliberately. Okay. In fact, you know much about it. I'm a little impressed. Why you know so much about these things? I was stuck in a dentist's waiting room for a while and didn't have anything else to read. So now what? Okay, well, you have proven that you goblins are not dumb, think. But that's really just a rhetorical question. Yeah, it's showing off a little bit. So if you have faith, yes? Is there a peaceful solution to this? Peaceful solution for you in my home invading? I suppose you want that you leave? What? I suppose that does seem unrealistic. So we be having a fight now, yeah? Alright. 30. And it's just you. You're immune to bleeding. What's your moxie? Your moxie is 6. Clink his clankers. Wait. You have 6. Are you surprised that went